Have you ever felt that something inside you is different, something that transcends what humanity can see, feel, or understand? There is a hidden mystery, an unmistakable mark that only God's chosen ones carry, a powerful symbol that connects you to a special position in the divine plan. Today, you are about to uncover one of the most wonderful and incomprehensible secrets that exist, the secret sign reserved for the most powerful. If you feel that your life has a greater purpose, that there is something more waiting for you, do not stop now. What is coming may be exactly the answer you have always sought, and losing it would be like ignoring the most important call of your existence. Maybe you have felt that you don't fit in, that your life is different, marked by unique challenges that few can understand. It's as if there is an invisible force guiding your steps, even in the most difficult situations. This is not by chance. These challenges are part of a greater plan, a path reserved only for those who have the capacity to carry something grand and extraordinary. And that is why you are here. God does nothing by accident. Stay until the end of this video, because only the truly prepared will understand the meaning of this secret sign. You are about to discover a truth that will not only explain much about your journey, but also reveal the divine power that is already within you, waiting to be activated. Do not miss what could be the greatest revelation of your life. The chosen ones are those whom God has set apart for special missions in the spiritual and earthly planes. They are people who often feel from an early age that there is something different about their lives. However, when we speak of the most powerful chosen ones, we enter an even deeper and rarer level. These individuals not only carry a purpose, but a divine calling that influences not only their lives, but also the lives of countless other people around them. They are like bearers of a light that shines intensely in the midst of darkness, a beacon for those who need to find their way back to God's purpose. While all chosen ones have a significant role in the divine plan, the most powerful ones face challenges that often transcend human explanations. Common chosen ones may perceive their calling more gradually and lightly, while the more powerful ones experience intense spiritual and earthly battles from an early age. These individuals carry a spiritual weight that can be difficult for others to understand. It's as if they were potential spiritual leaders, equipped to bear greater burdens and face fiercer enemies, all to fulfill a mission that profoundly impacts humanity. The most powerful chosen ones are like spiritual warriors, destined to fight in the name of good against invisible forces that try to corrupt and divert divine purposes. Their responsibility is not only individual but collective. God designates them to be spiritual influencers, agents of change, people who transform lives and reconnect other souls to the Creator. However, with great responsibilities come also great challenges. They face persecutions, rejections, and even moments of total isolation, because the world around them does not always understand the magnitude of their mission. From an early age, the most powerful chosen ones experience signs that there is something special about their lives. Many report a childhood full of trials, unusual spiritual sensitivity, or a persistent feeling of being out of place. These preliminary signs include prophetic dreams, sharp intuitions, and a strong connection to the spiritual, even before understanding what this means. Additionally, they often feel a deep empathy for others, as if they were naturally designed to alleviate the suffering of others. While many common chosen ones feel their calling gradually, the more powerful ones experience experiences that place them directly at the center of the spiritual battle. Often this occurs through moments of crisis, deep losses, or seemingly insurmountable challenges. These events are God's tools to prepare them, strengthen them, and shape them for their greater missions. They realize that, even in adversity, there is a greater purpose unfolding. Each pain and each victory becomes a testimony to the greatness of the divine plan for their lives. The most powerful chosen ones carry a burden that often seems overwhelming. It is not just the pressure to fulfill their mission, but also the constant struggle against forces that try to stop them. These people face physical, emotional, and spiritual oppositions, because the greater the spiritual power, the greater the attack against it. However, God does not leave them helpless. He equips these chosen ones with unique spiritual gifts and tools, preparing them to overcome any obstacle that presents itself. One of the characteristics that distinguishes the most powerful chosen ones is their highly developed spiritual perception. They can identify divine signs that others ignore. A glance, an apparently random event, or even a word spoken by someone can carry deep meanings for them. This ability makes them more sensitive to God's direction, but it also exposes them to the emotional weight of understanding spiritual realities that cannot always be explained to others. The most powerful chosen ones have an unusual connection with the supernatural. They have experiences that confirm their mission, such as revealing dreams, visions, and spiritual encounters that strengthen their faith. This connection is both a gift and a responsibility, as they need to discern between God's voice and other influences that try to divert them. That is why intimacy with the Creator is essential in their lives. Without it, the weight of their experiences can become unbearable. The most powerful chosen ones do not go unnoticed in the spiritual realm. Evil forces know the greatness of God's plan for their lives and will do everything to weaken them. These battles can manifest as direct spiritual attacks, but also as internal conflicts, illnesses, financial crises, or even toxic relationships. Despite this, these chosen ones have a special spiritual armor, given by God, to resist and triumph. It is this resilience that confirms their strength and prepares them for the next stages of their mission. Before revealing the secret sign, it is important to observe some of the preliminary signs that indicate you might be one of God's most powerful chosen ones. Do you feel a strong sense of purpose, even when you can't clearly define it? Do you face extraordinary challenges but always find the strength to move forward? Do you possess gifts such as intuition, extreme empathy, or a special connection with the divine? These are indications that God is working uniquely in your life. However, there is a specific sign, the most secret of all, that only the most powerful chosen ones carry, and that is what we will discuss in the next moments. Since ancient times, God's most powerful chosen ones have faced intense and seemingly insurmountable challenges. These difficulties are not coincidences, but are part of a divine process to shape their souls and prepare them for great missions. Have you ever wondered why your journey seems so full of obstacles? It is because you carry a special purpose that requires preparation. God does not give small battles to great warriors. He uses these trials to strengthen your faith and hone your abilities. The challenges you face are not punishments, but carefully designed tests to bring out the best in you. Imagine a rough diamond. It only reveals its beauty and value after being subjected to high pressures and precise cuts. Similarly, the difficulties in your life are like the craftsman working to reveal the spiritual power that God has placed within you. Without these tests, you would never discover the depth of the strength you possess. If you feel that your life is marked by incomprehensible pain, know that God is shaping you for something much greater. Each tear, each frustration, and each loss carries a lesson that aligns with God's divine purpose for your life. Chosen ones do not have easy journeys because they were made to impact the world in extraordinary ways. It is through these pains that you develop the empathy, strength, and wisdom necessary to fulfill your mission. Powerful chosen ones are not born ready, they are prepared. The process can be painful, but it is essential. When you face rejections, betrayals, and even periods of extreme loneliness, remember that this is part of the training. God is building in you a spiritual resilience that will enable you to bear greater responsibilities. Just as a soldier undergoes rigorous training before battle, you are being prepared to overcome challenges that others could not. Faith is the anchor that keeps the chosen ones firm during storms. It is natural to question why me, when everything seems to go wrong, but it is precisely in these moments that your faith is refined. Trust that God has a perfect plan, even when the pieces seem not to fit together. The journey of a chosen one requires blind trust in God, because only He sees the complete picture. Your difficulties are not signs of abandonment, but of divine attention. When you look at difficulties only with human eyes, it is easy to feel crushed. But when you begin to see with spiritual eyes, you realize that each challenge has a greater purpose. God allows you to go through these trials to elevate your perspective and reveal a power that goes beyond the physical. This is what differentiates common chosen ones from the most powerful: the ability to transform pain into spiritual growth. One of the most painful tests for the chosen ones is the feeling of loneliness. You may feel that no one understands your pains, your internal battles, or the weight you carry. But know this: loneliness is where God whispers His greatest secrets. He separates you from the noise of the world so that you can hear His voice clearly. Remember that even the greatest spiritual leaders faced periods of isolation before fulfilling their missions. One of the greatest blessings of facing intense challenges is the empathy they develop in you. When you go through deep pains, you begin to understand the struggles of others more intimately. God is shaping you to be an instrument of healing and hope. Your ability to understand and help others is amplified by your own journey. This is why the most powerful chosen ones are also the most compassionate. Persistence is the hallmark of powerful chosen ones. When others give up, you find the strength to continue, even without understanding how. This strength does not come from yourself, but from God. He is empowering you to surpass human limits because He knows that your mission requires it. Each time you persist, you prove that you are worthy of the calling you received. The resilience you develop now will be essential to facing future challenges. Recognizing this sign is just the beginning. It requires preparation, dedication, and faith. You need to be willing to let go of certain things, to leave behind what no longer serves your purpose. This may mean cutting toxic ties, abandoning old habits, and most importantly, trusting in God above all. The secret sign is a divine mark, but it is also a commitment. A commitment to live according to the purpose that was reserved for you. Powerful chosen ones have a unique connection with the universe. It is as if nature and the spiritual world conspire in their favor, even in the most difficult moments. Have you ever had the feeling that your intuition always knows what is best? That your decisions, even without apparent logic, end up being guided to the right place? This is one of the most remarkable characteristics. The chosen ones not only live in the world, but walk with their spiritual eyes open, perceiving signs that others ignore. This intuition is not the result of chance. It is God speaking directly to your heart. Powerful chosen ones have a special gift, an almost supernatural ability to sense energies, perceive intentions, and even anticipate situations. Have you ever wondered why certain people around you seem not to understand you, or even avoid your presence? This happens because your light disturbs those who live in darkness. Your spiritual connection is so strong that it transforms environments, even when you do not realize it. If you are wondering, do I have this sign? Start reflecting on your journey. Do you feel that you carry a mission, even if you do not know what it is yet? Have you experienced moments of rejection or loneliness, but always found the strength to move forward? These are indications that God is shaping you for something greater. More powerful chosen ones often face difficulties because their strength is tested, and it is in the tests that the signs are revealed. Now that you begin to recognize these signs, it is time to delve deeper. Introspection is a powerful tool to explore this connection. Set aside a moment of your day to ask yourself, what is God trying to show me now? Close your eyes, breathe deeply, and allow your intuition to guide your thoughts. Powerful chosen ones know that transformation does not happen only in the external world, but begins within themselves, in the silence of a soul that seeks to hear the divine voice. Here is a practical exercise for you to start exploring if you possess this secret sign. Choose a quiet moment of the day, sit in silence, and pray or meditate on the situations happening in your life. Ask God, what do you want me to learn from this? Write down your answers. Often, the chosen ones have insights during these moments that seem like direct answers to their questions. This practice not only strengthens your connection with God, but also helps you recognize the spiritual patterns in your journey. If you've come this far, know that this is already a sign. God does not place this type of message in your path by chance. You were guided to this moment because something within you knows that there is a greater calling in your life. Feeling part of something greater is the first step to embracing your role as a chosen one. You are not alone. There is a community of chosen ones being awakened around the world, and you are part of it. Powerful chosen ones often doubt themselves. This doubt is not because you are weak, but because your mission is too great to be immediately understood. When you question your purpose, you are just preparing to receive it. Remember, God does not choose the capable, He equips the chosen. Your struggles, fears, and challenges are tools that God is using to shape your spirit and prepare you for a greater impact. God's most powerful chosen ones carry a sign that transcends barriers, cultures, and languages. This sign is rooted in God's deepest teachings: love, compassion, faith, and wisdom. God does not separate His chosen ones by what is visible, but by what is invisible, the heart and spiritual essence that each one carries. Have you ever felt a call to love unconditionally, even when it was not reciprocated? Or noticed that your presence in certain places brought peace, hope, or clarity? This is the sign in action. It is not something you flaunt. It is something you live, reflect, and share. This secret sign is not only connected to your personal growth, but to the impact you can have on the world. God's powerful chosen ones do not live just for themselves. They are instruments of transformation, even without realizing it. When you practice empathy, lead others by example, or stand firm in the truth, you are living the divine teachings. This sign is an invitation for you to be light where there is darkness and hope where there is despair. Every small action aligned with this purpose is a seed planted for a greater future. God communicates in ways that reach all corners of the universe, and the chosen ones are those capable of hearing and understanding these messages. The secret sign is, in fact, an opening to perceive truths that are not always clear to others. Have you ever experienced moments of revelation, as if something greater had illuminated your path, even when there seemed to be no way out? These moments are not coincidences. They are evidence that you are aligned with divine wisdom, receiving signs and guidance to fulfill your mission. God never chooses by chance. If you carry this sign, it is because there is a purpose in your life that is beyond what you can understand at this moment. This purpose is not just about achieving or accomplishing something material, but about becoming a channel of spiritual transformation. Powerful chosen ones are called to elevate the consciousness around them, whatever the circumstances. When you live in harmony with the divine teachings, love, forgiveness, patience, and justice, you activate the full potential of this sign in your life. The secret sign of the chosen ones is deeply connected to the idea of unity. Have you ever felt that there is something greater connecting all things, that your existence has a unique role within this whole? God teaches that each life is an essential piece in the great mosaic of creation, and the chosen ones are those who can see beyond the immediate and align themselves with this greater vision. This perception not only brings purpose to your journey, but also awakens in you the responsibility to be a beacon for others. To fully recognize this sign in your life, it is essential that you connect with God's teachings in a practical way. Set aside moments to meditate on your relationship with the universe and your mission. Ask yourself, how can I be more compassionate, more just, and more faithful to my spiritual essence today? During your prayers or moments of introspection, visualize a divine light filling you and illuminating the path ahead of you. This simple practice helps align your thoughts and actions with the purpose of your existence. The most powerful chosen ones are not limited by circumstances. This secret sign helps them transcend challenges, see opportunities amidst chaos, and trust in the divine process. Have you noticed how, even in the midst of difficulties, something seems to strengthen and guide you? This is God shaping you for something greater, breaking internal and external barriers so that you can fulfill the purpose you were called for. It is not about avoiding challenges, but overcoming them with wisdom, patience, and faith. The secret sign is more than a gift. It is a responsibility. God has entrusted you with something extraordinary, and the world needs your unique contribution. Perhaps you do not yet fully understand what this means, but know that every experience in your life is preparing you for a moment when your light will be indispensable. Trust the process and be attentive to the opportunities to manifest this light in your relationships, work, and daily choices. This sign does not manifest externally without an internal transformation. God does not place great responsibilities in unprepared hands. That is why the chosen ones go through so many trials and challenges. These moments are refinements so that you become a stronger, wiser, and more connected version with divine teachings. Each time you choose to forgive, love, or believe, you activate this sign even more and draw closer to the greater plan God has for you. Now that you understand the challenges you face as a chosen one, the preliminary signs that indicate your uniqueness, and the vital importance of your spiritual journey, it is time to reveal what few know. This is the moment to open your eyes to something that has been within you all along, waiting to be recognized and activated. This secret sign is not something external. It is intrinsic to your soul, etched in the deepest part of your being, as an eternal reminder that you are special, chosen by God to accomplish great feats. Have you noticed how you have always been different? Perhaps you have been rejected, misunderstood, or even persecuted for reasons that seemed unjust. The truth is that these difficulties are not a punishment, but part of the refining process that the chosen ones face. God does not hand this sign to just anyone, because it carries immense responsibility. It is reserved for those who have enough strength to endure and overcome adversities. The big question now is, are you ready to recognize this sign and use it to fulfill the divine purpose? The secret sign of God's most powerful chosen ones is not something visible to the physical world. It is spiritual, manifesting as an unmistakable presence and an irresistible call. It is something that awakens a mix of admiration and fear in the people around you, even if they cannot explain why. This sign is God's mark on you, a constant reminder that He chose you to be light in the midst of darkness and to accomplish works that transcend human understanding. This sign is your unshakable faith and your spiritual authority. No matter how much you have been attacked, discredited, or even tempted to give up, this strength remains intact within you. It is the direct reflection of God's presence in your life. When you recognize and activate this sign, your life undergoes a transformation. You become a true divine instrument, capable of performing miracles, bringing healing, and transforming seemingly impossible situations. This sign is deeply connected to your spiritual identity, to who you truly are, beyond what the world sees. Even before your birth, God had already chosen you and marked your soul with this special strength. You carry within you a piece of the divine, a power that transcends human limits. However, for this power to manifest, you need to accept it, recognizing that everything you have gone through until now has been training for something much greater. Just like the great prophets of the Bible, you too have been marked by this sign. Moses, David, Elijah, all of them faced persecutions, doubts, and trials before understanding the true power they carried. They were not chosen by chance, and neither were you. This sign is proof that God trusts you to accomplish great works, even when you feel small or incapable. He believes in your ability to face challenges, overcome obstacles, and bring light to the world. Recognizing this sign in your life is a crucial step in fulfilling the divine purpose. Often, people ignore or underestimate what they carry within themselves, living lives full of limitations and fear. But you, chosen one, cannot allow this to happen. From the moment you accept this truth, the world around you begins to change. You become an unstoppable force, guided by God and protected against any evil. Activating this sign is an act of faith and surrender. It means trusting fully in God and allowing Him to guide your every step. For this, you need to connect daily with the divine presence through prayer, meditation, and studying the scriptures. Additionally, it is essential to align your actions with the divine purpose, living with integrity, compassion, and courage. When you do this, the sign begins to shine stronger, attracting blessings and protection. Carrying this sign is not just a privilege, it is also a great responsibility. God has entrusted you with an important role in His work, and this means you will be constantly observed and often tested. But remember, those who carry the secret sign also receive a special portion of divine grace, which strengthens them in moments of weakness and sustains them on the hardest days. Never forget that you are not alone on this journey. The moment has come for you to look within and recognize that the secret sign has always been there. Recognizing this sign in your life is an act of courage and faith. It can manifest in various ways: a feeling of intuition that guides your decisions, an inexplicable strength in moments of difficulty, or even that sense that you were called for something greater. Use this sign as a tool to reach your divine purpose. When you embrace this truth, God begins to open doors where there were previously barriers, and what seemed impossible starts to become reality. Remember, chosen one, the sign was not given to remain hidden, but to shine and transform the world around you. Apply this sign in all areas of your life. In moments of doubt, connect with God and ask for guidance. In challenges, remember that you carry something unique that enables you to overcome any obstacle. Recognizing the sign also means acting with purpose, using your life to positively impact those around you. Whether in your family, at work, or in the community, let this sign manifest through words of wisdom, acts of love, and gestures of faith. You are not alone. No matter how difficult the journey seems, the secret sign is living proof that God is by your side, sustaining and guiding you. The challenges you face are not the end, but part of the plan to strengthen and prepare you for the purpose ahead. Every tear, every battle, every victory is a reminder that God has chosen you and entrusted you with something grand. The sign is confirmation that you are on the right path, even when the steps seem uncertain. You are part of a special group, those who were marked to shine. When the weight seems too great, remember that divine strength is within you. You carry something that the world cannot extinguish, a purpose that no one can take away. This sign is proof that you are not just another person. You are part of something much greater. You are here because God wanted this message to reach you. The secret sign of God's most powerful chosen ones is within you, waiting to be recognized and activated. When you align your life with God's teachings, living in love, truth, and service, you awaken an extraordinary power that can transform not only your life but the world around you. Write in the comments, "I carry this sign." Declare this as an act of faith and commitment. God is with you, and the best is yet to come. Thank you for following along with me until now. If this content resonated in your heart, follow the channel, like, and share this video with anyone who might also identify with it. If you want to discover the unexpected physical changes that show you are spiritually awakening, the next video is for you. Click now and find out.